Hey you guys, Grand Rising, beautiful rising, okay? So I wanted to do a quick video, and like I told you guys, my apologies about the Virgo full moon video. It was something that was going on in the energy. Y'all gotta check out that reading, and that was crazy yesterday when I realized that, and it was just like, Spirit, like, you have such a funny way of doing things, okay? But let's just tap in, alright? I hope you're doing amazing, blessed, and beautiful. Welcome to Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine in this 3D reality, okay? So today I wanted to just talk a little bit about, very briefly about the eclipse coming up, alright? So, this is going to be a very transformative period. We remember when this first happened, what was it, 2017, all right? And it was a different energy here, right? It was in a more opposing aspect to Jupiter, and now Jupiter is more so in a thriving aspect. And this energy is going to be very serving here, okay? So whatever you may have started in 2017, whatever you may have worked on in 2017, if you're still working on that, this is when you get your success. This is your success moment here. It's so crazy because that's around the time I started my business, and I'm just like, look at that. But I started a few other things at that time as well, and it was just like big things that were vital in my life that are crazy because I can anticipate the shift. I can feel the shift taking place, within my system, because we are astrology. We look out to the stars and the moons, but we have that within us, right? We are that, right? I hope that makes sense, but we are the universe. So it's like knowing that we are also an embodiment of this energy helps us to be able to tap into the feeling, because I know a lot of people have been feeling something's about to happen for a very long time here. Now, whatever you could have been working on, like I said, on 2017, maybe after that, or whatever you were guided to do in 2017, this is a impeccable moment where you could see big growth, okay? Big changes, big manifestations here. You could have been feeling like whatever this was you was working at for a long time and it was nothing coming of it. Now is the time, all right? This is what this energy is for. And then it's interesting and it's so beautiful that the world gets dark, because that's what we create from, darkness, okay? And I just think I don't really get into like social media, and well, I get into social media on my business page, and I get into social media around my what I like, what interests me, to enhance my wisdom and things. So I don't really know. Like, I know a few people told me the news is talking about it, like it's really publicized. But my thing is, be very watchful of being a part of that, okay? I wouldn't even just like the whole energy harvesting with DIDD. Why? Okay? It's a lot of energy harvesting. So, number one, let me just say this. I don't recommend everybody go outside. I'm going to say that. Because if you're not spiritually protected, if you're not in an energy where you are ready for something like that, the energies can be intense. So it's just, I don't recommend that for everybody, all right? I feel like if you're a practitioner, okay, or even just somebody who is walking a path and living in that alignment of what they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody has wisdom, but everybody doesn't use it. So for my people that's using their wisdom and things like that, okay, this may be something that you can, go ahead and do. But for my people who really just got into spirituality or just not really feel comfortable with things and still have fear, specifically still have fear, whether it be from Christianity programs or whatever, don't go out there in that energy, because it might spook you, okay? Also, too, is the energy where, like I said, we create from darkness. So the whole thing about the news and all of this, and it's probably trying to build up a lot of fear. All right, so be careful about that. Don't watch that. Don't so much prescribe to that, because what they don't show on the news. They show wars and things like that, but they don't show where they're having a good day or where they're eating the fruit at, or where they're just vibing on the island. Okay, they don't show that. All right, so be careful about the programs that you choose to chime into. In the biggest sense, I would say to sit with yourself and to see what you feel most guided to. Okay, you can even get a reading or pull cards for yourself and see, okay, what is it that you want to do? Ask spirit yes or no and pull it from your cards. All right, or have book a question with me or somebody, another reader, to get clarity. But I recommend going to yourself for this specific instance. And what I was going to tell you guys is something that is key, right? Something that I realized, and you know, a lot of times we think that everybody is like us, or we think everybody has, or they're where we're at, and everybody's not in the same place. So I really wanted to talk about this because a lot of people don't even know how to visualize. And I noticed that with my client. That's not a bad thing, like, because when we grow up, they try to strip our imagination from us, right? So we lose that energy of knowing how to visualize things and imagine things. But from imagination comes creation. You understand what I'm saying? Everything was thought. So that's what they rob us at, right? So I really challenge you to, these next upcoming days, or maybe 3 days before, 3 days after, tap into that dark energy. Go in a dark room. All right? Relax yourself. Let go of the fear. Overcome that fear. All right? That's another good test. Like, if you are not able to sit in a dark room with without having certain fear and things arise in your body, this is not a time for you to go outside for a solar eclipse. This is not that energy. This is not, if you're not versed in that energy, this is not that energy. You may, like, some of the things that could happen is you could start to, because the moon, Luna, what we know about the English language, lunacy, right? So you can start to have a lot of mental conflict, and you can start to go in a downward spiral, because the mental is what's creating. So if you have a mental conflict, you're thinking it negative or whatever, because you don't know what's going to be out here. We're always around energies and entities. So, you know, keep yourself protected. If you can't even sit in a room with all dark calmly and visualize things, this is not for you. All right, don't do that. Don't go out there in that eclipse. But I will say this, embarking on your home. You know what I'm saying? And you can maybe even open your home and enjoy the moonlight. Open your windows and enjoy the moonlight from a distance, right? It still is something to be cautious about, though, because that's where a lot of people don't realize. Sometimes they have too much lunar energy, right? And you got to balance that out, okay? Because within the moon comes the illusions as well. All right, so that's one thing I challenge you guys to do. Before you go to do anything, as in putting yourself on, my bad, I got distracted. But putting yourself out there during the eclipse, I say go ahead and sit in a dark room. Challenge yourself to sit in a dark room and see if you can sit with that energy. See if you can manifest from that, because that's where I create a lot of things from. That's where a lot of key people, they're going to tell you, start from darkness, right? Even Shira 7, her book about darkness, that black matter, right? It's very common that people notice, but it's very uncommon that people operate and do this. Because people really don't think, like, I know I've told a lot of my clients, you know, we've worked on this or whatever. And what I start my clients is, you know, if they really wanted to boost their intuition, things like that. All right, well, first we're going to start by visualizing a triangle. And I told you guys this, I think, too, in one of my crown chakra videos on my channel. But first we're going to start by trying to look into our mind's eye, and we're going to build, we're going to either look and build a triangle, we're going to build a square, we're going to build something that is very basic, something that you can come up with. Maybe even for some people, their car emblem, right? It's so easy for people to know their car sign. So I say, okay, well, visualize that in your head, right? And as you sit and visualize that, now I want you to go to your childhood home, or even your home now that you're not at, right? These visions help you to be able to, you must do things that you are very aware of, like, as in, you want to do a childhood home. Why? Because you know that. You've been there for a long time. You probably observed a lot in that environment, so you're able to really tap into that when you're in the dark, right? Because we're literally, you know, everything, we're in the quantum field, so everything really is not what we feel it is, right? So if you can do that, that is the epitome of what we were learning last year about the all being mind. Because you don't even, you know, candles and things like that, they're tools. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm never going to tell you not to do no candle or nothing like that. Now, do you need to? You don't have to. For everybody, different strokes, different folks. You feel me? But if you can visualize just that key trick right there, you won't have to worry about doing nothing else. Now, for the craft of it, right? For the intention of it, for the feminine creation energy of it, you may still feel drawn to light that candle, to create that art, to create that experience, to create that vibration here, right? Because these things do help. That aromatherapy brings that energy. So even when you go ahead and you're about to do this, you can even set up a safe, bring it by your altar, whatever your ancestor altar, or whatever you feel more protected of, and go ahead by your altar. You know you're protected, right? Bring a cup of water out, an extra cup of water. I say bring an extra cup of water other than what's on your altar, because water it's that flow. It's that flow. It keeps things moving, keeps things flowing, right? If you feel stagnant, like I told you guys, you feel stagnant, you feel like things are not how they need to be, bring a four cups of water in each corner of your home. Keep changing them out every day. Pour them on your doorstep. Keep changing it out every day. Put new water. Keep changing it out. I promise you the energy is going to dissipate. I promise you the energy is going to clear. Because that water is clearing out that energy. It's absorbing the energy. Alright? And it's clearing it out. Okay? Now, like we said, with the eclipse, darkness. If you can go into darkness at your home and you can visualize these things, this is going to be very powerful and key. That if you go and you work with this moon, this is why we have 5 rituals as well, because we're operating in big change. All right? This is why I got 5 group rituals, because the numerology of 5, boom, changes. Because these shifts, they're going to happen regardless. But how are they going to happen? And how can I direct them? And how can I groove and move with these changes here? Now, a lot of people are facing difficulties right now because they're trying to fight against the tide. This ain't the time to fight against the tide right now. This is the time to float. This is divine flow. All right? Get your floaty on. Because shit about to happen that you ain't think was going to happen. But it ain't about what you thought. It's about you analyzing your creation. It's about you analyzing your creation here. What have I created? If I'm dissatisfied with this, it's not that I get upset. It's not that I get emotional. It's not that I get reactive. I get and go within myself. What motivating factors got me here? Was it loneliness? Was it attachment? Was it scarcity mindset? Was it fear of failure? Whatever it was for you. And analyze that behavior. And now that you're bringing awareness to that behavior, that in that moment shifts the energy completely. Now, will you stop doing this thing, or will you completely cut off whatever this is at this moment? Maybe not. But that moment of awareness has already started to rewire your brain. So that already in itself is key. And it's like the shifts and the things that can happen with this energy is amazing here. And that's why I think it's so sickening that sometimes people try to scare or fearmonger you. Like, how can you be fearful or scared of something that you are? You are cosmic matter. You are dark matter. So for all these bots trying to scare people, if anything, stay in your house to stay away from the fucking bots or whatever they got coming out. Because you got to know that too. You got to know the polarity. And this is why I say stay safe, right? Maybe some of you guys are going to wear all white. I don't recommend wearing all black because you're going to, it depends on your intention. But we know, but yeah, we talked about white and black before. Do your research, okay? You know, I'm not going to say you can't, but it's up to you. And make sure that you're very intentional with everything that day. The colors you wear, the symbols you have on, right? The way that do you wrap your hair that day? Are you leaving the house that day? Are you staying home? What are you doing? I know what I'm going to be doing. And it ain't going to be out here with a whole bunch of other people neither. Because then you have to also think about synergy. It's very vital to know who you're going to be around at this time. I don't want to synergize my energy with basically this is like energy sex, okay, for lack of better terms. This is you coming around. As soon as you come around others, you create energy sex, right? Platonic energy sex. Your energies is intertwining, so you're creating a synergy, whether you know it or not. This is why, if they're off kilter, you may become off kilter. If you're high vibe, they may become high vibe, because it's a shift of a group. It's a synergy, sync, right? So I wouldn't be around no low vibrationals. I don't give a damn if you live with one. I wouldn't be at home. And if you can't leave home, I would sit in a room to myself at that time. Because you don't want to combine yourself with those energies either. And you could easily just create you a, I have a video on my channel about how to create an energy bubble, right? You can easily just create an energy bubble, block out everything else, get into your mode, right? I look at myself like a little anime character. I get into my mode, and that's that, okay? Now, what was I about to say as well? And this is in Aries energy. It's like, so everything that you created in 2017, or wherever you was led to, now after this is shifting, is manifesting. And I really want to challenge you to see, like, dang, how good does it get? For me, like I said, I started my business. I started a couple other things that were more private to me that I don't want to share, but I'm going to be envisioning, just as I have every day since. Just as I have, and maybe not every day, we fall, we have moments, but I always keep my eyes on the prize. I always have vision. And I suggest that you guys do as well. Keep your vision and always have vision here. But I recommend that on this day, go ahead and do that. All right? Go ahead and get in tune to the frequency and the things that the things that will completely shift your narrative. And it's like, it's more than like, this is the time. I forgot what I was about to say, but this is the time, okay? And this is a very essential time for change. Okay, so even for a lot of love situations, like I've been seeing in the cards for a lot of people, people haven't been able to see these results or whatever the case may be, and it's like, it's breakthroughs coming in a lot of areas of life. So I feel like the universe is just challenging you now to first of all chime out of the fucking bullshit collective message. Okay, chime out of that shit. All right, get into your own message. What were you doing in 2017? What is your goals? If you don't even remember that, okay, well, how far back can I remember? What is it that I want to manifest? Because you can even choose today what it is that you want to manifest, and you may not even realize that too. It is probably more than likely a transformed version of whatever was started in 2017. All right, and eclipses not only bring this change, but they also bring matters to light here. All right, urge us to take actions toward dealing with them. Okay, so this is another energy that's been very prevalent. All right. A lot of people have been faced with certain type of situations here that are forcing them into getting into alignment here. All right. So, and this bird is walking towards me. Look, hey. But yeah, and a lot of you guys are getting in alignment. Excuse me. And it's like, this is like I always tell y'all, like sometimes I can get too much in divine flow. And then divine start tiding real hard, and I'm like, okay, shit, damn. Okay, all right, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm back. Right, you just get into you get to that meditative state of divine flow, and you just don't even, like, you feel me? You just coasting, and then the universe be like, all right, now you get real comfortable. All right. We about to send that wave. We gonna send some signs, some little sprinkles, so you can know it's coming. But yeah, so I definitely recommend that. And just really, I recommend taking this time as well. Spiritual baths could be significant. Doing a floor wash, doing a cleansing, clearing out is going to be really good too. You know, I already been cleansing and clearing out with the spring equinox energy, that fresh new start here. But that's something still that you can operate in. I didn't want to make this video super long, so I'm probably about to end it, you guys. But you're gonna notice that it may be like this is an energy where I recommend staying in your own lane. You know what I mean? Like you may even think that you know somebody's energy, and then with this energy they may get very triggered, and you don't want to be susceptible to being at the hand of somebody else's emotions, you know? So set the tone, set the vibe for yourself here. Also, don't forget that Saturn is in Pisces, so if anybody's thinking about doing any type of like shrooms, ayahuasca, it may be very, very deep. Okay, you may go to very deep 12th house energies, hidden things that you may not have known about yourself. So be careful with that. All right, I do recommend that. You know, be careful with that, because that energy sometimes can be like, you know, traumas that we may not be ready to deal with. So be safe and be okay with that as well. You know, just do something that you've done before, or whatever. And then I don't recommend drinking, but I don't recommend drinking at this time. To each his own, though. But you know, with the Luna energy, lunatic, and we know when we drinking is spirits and things like that. So you know, keep all that into mind. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm about to go. And I'm going to talk about Aries energy a little bit later, probably either today or tomorrow. But yeah, I love you. Love yourself. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know down in the comments. What are y'all doing? I am doing group rituals. But I also, like, if you guys want to do some type of live or something, let me know. I want to talk about something. I want me to talk about something. I would love to combine energies with you guys and create synergy with you guys. You know, my community, my family. That is something that I recommend too. If you have a platform or something like that, like, and depending on what kind of platform you got, because here on my platform, I feel safe with you guys. I feel like love. I feel just these divine emotions every time that I check in and clock in on Instagram or YouTube or whatever to do with Divine Go to Master or Divine Go to Intuitions. It just gives me a sense of happiness and joy. So it's nothing that I know I would not enjoy being with you guys. So that's another thing too. If y'all want to do something, y'all want to link up, y'all want me to go live, or y'all want to go on Teams or Zoom, let me know, and we can all talk about how we're feeling, what's going on. We could drink some tea, all right, and just vibe, okay? But I love you guys. Even Instagram too, because I'm recording on Instagram. So if y'all feel like to do it on Instagram, let me know too. I'm open. But yeah, I love you guys. Love yourself. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, enjoy your day. Much prosperity, much love, and ease. Okay, send you guys ease at this time. You got this. You can make it through. You know, whatever you're going through right now, or whatever you may be going through, is preparing you. Or whatever you're about to go through, it's just preparing you for all this greatness that's about to come in. So remember to keep the power of perspective. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace.